things Jesus never talks about.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. I hope you're not about to gish gallop and ignore other parts of Scripture, right? Also, sorry if I don't sound quite right. I'm recovering from a cold, but I'm caffeinated and motivated, so let's do this thing.
1. Abortions.
I mean, he was a first century Jew. I don't think abortions were as big of an issue for him as they are for us today.
2. Homosexuality. 3. Life beginning at conception.
Okay, but there are other verses that help inform us on God's view on these topics. Why can't we use them?
4. Original sin.
I mean, he may not talk about original sin, but he definitely talks about sin. You know, that's kind of the whole reason he came to Earth.
5. Premarital sex.
Talked about and viewed negatively in other parts of Scripture.
6. The Bible.
I'm a little bit confused on this one. I don't know if she's making a claim about authority, reliability, or what exactly is going on. She just says, Jesus never talked about the Bible. But even though Jesus didn't have the New Testament, he still had a list of scriptures. This was the Tanakh, which eventually became our Old Testament. And he quotes it all the time.
7. Going to church.
Okay, maybe not church exactly, but he's still in a highly religious culture. So people saying that they don't need to go to church really wasn't on his list of things to attack.
8. Women covering up. 9. Women can't be leaders of churches.
Okay, and it's addressed in other parts of Scripture. And there's a whole lot of writing. It's probably one of the most written on topics besides Revelation. So I don't have time to express this in the whole video, so I'm just going to leave that there and just say it's addressed elsewhere.
10. Witchcraft.
Addressed in other parts of Scripture and viewed negatively.
Make sure when you're using Christianity to make decisions in your life, you're actually using the word of Jesus Christ.
Translation: only pick out the parts of the Bible you like, typically the sayings of Jesus, and ignore everything else. So why would Jesus not be talking about these? Now, she's trying to make it seem like it's because he doesn't care about them, but another more possible explanation is that he's in a culture that already has views about those things, and they're not really issues that are in the forefront. Unlike, for example, the writings of Paul or the foundations of the Old Testament, where these were issues. But this whole thing's a moot point because all this boils down to is just an argument from silence. Basically, if Jesus didn't talk about it, it must have meant he doesn't care about it. Okay, in that same light, if Jesus didn't talk about it, he must think it's wrong. There you go.